Don't know where it goes. I'm on a road. Follow your heart. It won't let you down. Follow your heart. Take the step beyond your way. Take the step. When you have a dream, you gotta start. It's the only way. If you're gonna shine, and you're gonna shine, shine, shine. You're gonna shine. And we are shining eclipse bright today. Here in Pennsylvania, we were all looking up at the sky, watching it was actually, I'm not gonna lie, it was actually pretty cool. You know, I saw like this, moon was coming up and it was coming up, and then we had some cloud cover, and then it was like the eclipse was kind of peeking in and out, but I caught it, and I thought it was really, really kind of cool. So really shining bright here on the ranch. And we're actually are on the move today because Tara's kind of on the move today. We had to pull her over so she could talk to us today. But this is On the Ranch with Randy O'Neill, and we are brought to you by Blast Music 24/7. And we are going across 7 platforms, even more, because we have some affiliates that we've been working with now. But all of them are interactive. So if you have any questions for us, any comments, we're available and we can actually see those comments. So feel free. I see some people are already watching. So let me know where you're watching from. That's always cool. All right, everyone. Just a very talented person we have tonight. She's so diverse in a lot of areas. She's one of these like rare gems that actually understands social media, a gift I do not kind of possess. But she does play some really cool Americana music and saxophone. Tara!
Hi!
Hey, we got Lowell's with us already. Saying hello, Randy and Tara.
Oh, hi, Uncle Tom. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. And he's chiming in from North Manchester, Indiana.
Absolutely.
Was that
Like
territory, Indiana? I don't know. Might have been. He might have had a full view. Oh my goodness. And we got some more people.
Hey, bro.
Oh,
I just really wanted to thank you for inviting me onto the show today, Randy. It's a real pleasure and it's a real honor to be here. Thank you very much.
Tara, thanks for making time. I know how busy you are. You have so many different hats with social media, with big records, with ISA. I mean, we got a lot going on with even just ISA and stuff alone. So a lot going on.
Absolutely. I think the busier it is that you are, the more efficient you are at getting things done, right?
Yeah, we could hope to believe that.
Well, we try our best.
That.
Yeah. No, I think I got a couple hats that I wear. So I work as a publicist and a press person with social media at Big Records and also with Jet Set Music Media. That's part of Big Records and it's just straight press. I also work as a singer-songwriter saxophone player. And I write many different genres. I'm particularly partial to country these days, but I also write in Latin. I do pop rock, I do rapping, and I sing in a little bit of Espanol too, and a little bit of Francais as well. So I'm a singer, songwriter, publicist, press person. I also work in sales for a local sheet metal company, and we do some really cool stuff. We do architectural sheet metal, which I hadn't realized is so super cool. It's 100% recyclable, and the metals that we're using are recycled as well in many cases. So I feel good because I'm doing something beautiful and pretty for homeowners, but it's still good for the environment. And the other passion that I have is I seem to be an agriculture consultant. So I do love farming and I love the land. And I do love working with nature's products, and I feel like we need to actually readdress how it is that we're actually looking after our agriculture, because our land is what takes care of us. And if we don't take care of our land, the land's not going to take care of us. So it's time to get back to some of the basics and split up our usage of chemicals, chemical fertilizers, and get to a happy medium somewhere in the middle with using composts and compost manures and those sorts of things. So yes, I'm a really busy lady and you got me on the side of the road. So hello, everyone.
That's right. I've caught you in blueberry fields already. So
I actually didn't make it quite from the Blue Line sheet metal place to the blueberry fields, so I'm halfway in between.
well, that you is so much that you do, and we're going to try to cover as much of that as possible. Getting back to my eclipse, Lowell saying he just got dim, his lights came on, his car lights came on.
Oh,
So,
wow.
well, it was a real big deal here. Everyone was going crazy with this eclipse, and there was some uh, like Serenity eclipse parties and stuff like that. It was just kind of cool.
Well,
So,
didn't most of you guys take the day off down in the States? Like all the
oh yeah,
schools were off?
it was
Yeah.
it was a really big deal for the and right it started at 2:30 till about 3:30, right? So schools get out at 2:30, so I don't know what that was about. So some schools went to the rooftops or went out to the playgrounds and stuff like that. But I know my sister was snapping pictures, and I don't know where she works in a bank, so I don't know what was happening there. So she took a break or took time off, or they just all went outside. I don't know. No banking went on at 2:30 to 3:30 apparently in the United States. All right, back to you. Back to you. Enough of the eclipse. So a lot of hats, and a lot of it's music, and then a lot of it's just some passions that you follow creatively with the aluminum, which I think that's a cool way to combine a career and things that are creative. You
It
know.
is. It is actually pretty cool because I hadn't realized just how environmentally friendly the aluminum metals are for things like roofing and siding. So it looks like that'll be the new way to do siding rather than, vinyl siding or something like that. And it's kind of cool because, if you get tired of it and you want to take it down, you can take it down, recycle it, make something new rather than throw it into the landfill.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me started on landfills. And I have a moratorium on single-use things. Like
Hmm.
plastic bags, I have to use them like a billion times. Like I don't like single use things. Styrofoam drives me absolutely crazy.
It's
You
so
know,
completely not friendly. Yes,
it is,
exactly.
it's going to last a quadrillion years. There's nothing else you can do with it. We're not reusing it for the meat or whatever. When you buy meats or anything, you buy it on styrofoam here. And I want to give it back to them. Like here, I'll take another pound of hamburger, put it on here. Like stop giving me new styrofoam that is going nowhere.
I find it really interesting because the way that we used to do things was actually a lot more environmentally friendly. Remember when we used to go to the butcher and you'd wrap it in paper and you'd tape it, right? Like that was environmentally friendly. Or when you went for fish and chips and the fish and chips were in newspaper rather
Paper.
than, so it was recycled.
It was.
So how did we get so far away from being so ecologically focused and thrifty to the place that we're in today? We
I
need to
know how. We've
be,
gotten so far from the farm.
yes, we have gotten so far from
We've
the
gotten
farm.
so far. We go to a grocery store, and then we have the nerve to maybe pick on the meat packing industry and all this other stuff when we really don't even take stock on how it got to the store.
Oh, I
You
know,
know,
right?
people involved, and
I I really get a good giggle, and don't take me the wrong way at all here because I love the fact that people are calling farm markets, but they'll call a farm market on the very first day that there's sunshine and go, "Are the strawberries ready yet?" And it's like, well, hang on a second here. We take 4 to 6 weeks to go from green leaf to production, right? So yeah, it's cute. I like that a lot. And I really love being out in the farm field and I love getting my boots dirty. But you know what? I'm a real cowgirl. You'll never catch me out in the farm fields in lingerie or nothing like that because I don't want to get stung and I don't want to get a sunburn, eh?
yeah, yeah, I like that too. You know, if I'm going to a farm, you know, I lie. I shot Don't Tell Mama on my sister's farm.
Did you really?
And
Wow, that's
did.
cool.
I did. And I had a little dress on and I had my boots, my cowgirl boots on.
Oh,
And my sister
cool.
was shaking her head looking at those boots. And I'm like, I know, they're not practical. And she's like, you're going to slide. And I was sliding. And there was this one scene, and we left it in the video where I slipped off this little bridge, wooden bridge, and I nearly fell into the little pond. And she's laughing at me. Everyone's just standing there laughing because we saw it coming. We tried to tape the boots, you know,
Hmm.
but it's a big lesson on being practical when on the farm.
I always wear practical boots on the farm because I have a like I'm fine like when I'm wearing my steel-toed boots on the farm and like the ankle covering and stuff, I can go anywhere, right? Because I'm not worried about spiders or snakes, right?
I don't like spiders and snakes. What it takes to love me.
So you can tell a real country girl from a fake country girl by what they're wearing on their feet, right? Because if they're real
Really,
country girl, they
really
don't want to have
can.
no snakes crawling between their toes.
No, no. And my sister, my nieces, summer long pants. I don't even care if it's 100
Absolutely.
degrees. They're in
Absolutely.
long pants, and I'm looking at them like melting for them. You
And
know.
long sleeve t-shirts,
Oh
long
yeah,
sleeve
yeah.
shirts too,
Oh,
right? Yeah, no, I thank you very much, but I'd rather not have spiders crawling down my bare arms.
yeah. You know
And
you're a
oh,
country girl.
you can always tell whether I'm working in agriculture or whether I'm working in sheet metal. This is how you tell, okay?
Okay.
So on a day that I'm in agriculture, I've got my hair on the front, right? And I'll put it in a ponytail in the front because if it's on the front, then I can see if there's any spiders crawling up and down my hair. And if I'm working in sheet metal, it's down the back so that I can't get my hair caught in any of the machinery. Because my hair is like 3 feet long, and yes, this is actually natural. So
Well, Lowell's loving the conversation. We have some more people joining us. Let me know where you guys are watching from. And we're talking about real cowgirls here. And
yeah,
how to be a cowgirl.
I got my 6 foot soil probe in the back of the truck here. I'm driving my pickup truck. I'm always fully prepared. I got my 6 foot soil probe. I got 2 buckets always here, and I got sample bags. So, and let me tell you, when you're collecting a manure bag, you want to make sure that you never forget your gloves. And those gloves, yes, they are all the way up to your elbows or all the way up to your shoulders for a really good reason.
You know, over the weekend, I don't know what kind of mood I was in. I had a lot of things going on, but I had the TV on in the background. And for some reason, I started watching Dr. Pol. Have you
Yep.
seen that show? And the critter fixers, I think they are. You want an education on being on a farm?
Oh yeah. 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 Well, you
I
know what?
mean, they
If we
are.
could get if we could get back to using more of the basics, like composted manure is like the Cadillac of all fertilizers, right? Because you got to think about it. All of those nutrients have been filtered by an animal, so they're actually in perfect balance rather than just, plant waste or something like that that may have been contaminated by chemicals or disease. So it's actually, composted manure is like my absolute most favorite fertilizer that there is. And the cool part about it is that it adds organic matter to the soil and it feeds like the natural ecosystem. So you get things like little wormies and stuff like that back again. And yeah, actually, I love worms and I love all the things that I see out in the farm fields. And I'm, the farmers are like, well, you can't like the sparrows. We hate the sparrows. They eat all the seeds. And I'm like, yeah, but they're so cute, right? And they do
Yeah.
mate for life. And, and they're like, oh, Tara.
Well, we're going to change hats now because when you do actually, come in and you're putting on your music cowgirl hat.
Okay, let's go.
Let's talk about the first song. The first video we're going to be watching is "Making Up for Lost Time."
Oh, this is one of my favorite songs that I've written, and it's about, those friendships that you have that you can just pick up the phone at any time and just pick up right where you left off, right? You might not see that friend once every 4 years, but when you see that friend, it's like no time has passed and you're like transported to a different time. And so it's about all those friendships and the family relationships, and that it's about those heartfelt moments that you really need to connect with one another, and making up for lost time. And I'm sorry, but I really do like to have red wine. And
All
so
right. Why don't we take a listen to this? Oh, we have some more comments here. Let me see what we got. Oh, somebody already loves this song.
oh, thank you, Tom.
All right, so let's listen to Making Up for Lost Time, and then we'll talk a little bit about your writing process.
Drive up to the beach, we'll have a picnic on the tailgate. Raise your glass to you and I. Slide up a little closer, rest your head on my shoulder. We'll watch the waves hit the shore. Haven't seen you in a long time, have some whiskey straight shots. Reminisce about those days. Found by four-leaf clover, even though we're much older, we can open the door. Making up for lost time, keep talking red wine. Time's gone by so fast, living each moment like it's our last, making up for lost time like a damn fine wine. I wish we could turn back time. You were so fine, I really miss the past. Making up for lost time. Make it last this time. You'd show up in my dreams and treat me like a lady, propose to me and make me your wife. Have kids that grow up, go to school and get older. The good life is what they see. I believe in second chances, harlequin romances, movies that'll make you cry. Man up, hold me tight to learn from the past, to make this moment last. Making up for lost time, keep talking red wine. Time's gone by so fast, living each moment like it's our last, making up for lost time like a damn fine wine. I wish we could turn back time. You were so fine, I really miss the past. Making up for lost time. Make it last this time. Barbecues and tailgates, whiskey and wine, lifetime of memories, feeling so fine. Cheers to you, cheers to me. Beautiful dreams were meant to be. Just you and I, sunset skies dancing in your eyes. It's no surprise, the passion never dies. It's just you and I. Making up for lost time, cheap talking red wine. Time's gone by so fast, living each moment like it's our last, making up for lost time like a damn fine wine. I wish we could turn back time. You were so fine, I really miss the past. Making up for lost time, making up for lost time. Making up for lost time, cheap talking red wine. Time's gone by so fast, making up for lost time. Make it last this time.
Oh, that was so sweet.
thank you. That song really brings back so many memories for me, but I'll tell you that the most favorite memories that I've ever made are the ones that are like the unexpected ones where, you call up a friend, you're like, "Hey, come meet me over by the beach." And you sit in the back of the tailgate and you're having like maybe a takeout salad and a bunch of cider, and those are the moments that they take your breath away, and they're more fine than any fancy restaurant. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like to eat in nice restaurants too, and those memories are good too. So I've had some of those really good fun memories. But every time I listen to that song, it takes me to a different memory, and that's a really special thing. And I'd also like to do a huge shout out to the person that writes the songs with me. That's Mr. John Dean. I do the lyrics, and I'm the crazy one with the arrangement ideas. And I tell him to do things that are not necessarily probable or possible, and he makes them happen for me. So he's the magic behind the music. His name is John Dean, and he also sings with me a lot of the times too. So I'm really grateful for his friendship, and we've been working together now for over 30 years.
Well, that's amazing to have that long of a partnership.
Well, you see, he puts it pretty eloquently. He's like, the reason that we get along so well is that we have a very short period of time that we spend together every week. Right?
Right, right. So how does that come about? Who starts the song? Someone throws out an idea? One of you throw out an idea?
Well, sometimes, each song starts out with a different way, like Making Up for Lost Time. Um, Making Up for Lost Time, it was like Cheap Talk and Red Wine. I got that line, and then he's like, "Oh, that's a really cool line." He says, we should write a country song." And I'm like, "Okay." And so away we went, and I started writing the lyrics. He started writing the music at the same time I was writing the lyrics, and out the song came, like Drive Up to the Beach, We'll Have a Picnic on the Tailgate, right?
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah. So, and each song's different. Sometimes I'll come in and I'll just have like a word, and sometimes I'll have the full song written out already before I get to the studio.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
So is there anything different when you're putting together a country song? For you, what makes a country song? Like, I'm going to do a country song.
Well, I think if you're gonna do a country song, you got to talk about pickup trucks and baling hay and stuff like that, and my farming career, right? And so the country has actually felt really natural for me to switch over and into. So this song, Make It Up for Lost Time, led me into the next song, which is Kiss Me Quiet. And Kiss Me Quiet, I wrote completely. All the lyrics were done before I went into the studio with John to do the music. And then Kiss Me Quiet, I actually had some really cool musicians work with me. So I had, actually, it was produced by D-Ray. And I have Jenny Duam on the backups with me. And the next song that I'm doing with Jenny Duam, I'm going to have Jenny Duam more in the front with me. So, switching off leads like we did in Paris.
Okay,
So,
now I know who Jenny is and D-Ray, so maybe you want to explain who they are.
oh, okay. Well, Jenny Duam is the person that works with me in publicity and press at Big Records. And she also works with me in Jet Set Music Media. There's the three of us ladies. There's Jenny Duam, there's Eileen Bild, and there's me, Tara Kymains. I'm the social media guru, and the other two ladies are the writing of the crew, and they're helping me with my writing of my press, so that one day I'll be able to get in there and do that as well. So I'm really grateful for those three ladies. And D-Ray is Danny Ray Smith, and Danny Ray Smith is part of Blast, and he produced Kiss Me Quiet.
Right.
And
So he is one of the founders of Blast Music 24/7, which is really a cool platform for indie music. If people are watching out there and you're looking for a home, Blast Music really does a lot to support indie artists. You put your music up there.
Yep.
They have a lot of cool podcasts, video casts. They have chances for artists to interact and kind of get together with different DJs. And it's really is kind of a cool platform. And this is one of their country platform, but they have a different genres that they really do support. So it really is a cool place.
so Kiss Me Quiet kind of turned out to be what we would call country soul. And there are three artists that are playing on there as well. There is Warren Nichols, and he's the man that's singing with me there. And we have BB Lee on guitar, and I got Frizzy Man on bass. So, it was a really neat experience. But Kiss Me Quiet was written with a guy that I was seeing, and then he just unexpectedly passed away. He had a heart attack, and he died. And that was the end, right? And so D-Ray,
It's fun to lose Glenn like that.
yeah. So D-Ray was D-Ray was really cool about the way that he did that, and he kind of made it sound like he was like the backups are there at the beginning of the song and then they fade away. And what he did with Jenny's voice was really cool. So it kind of it gets in that space in behind your head and you can just hear her voice as though it was like coming from a different realm, like it was coming from heaven or something like that and down into your head. And so it's a really cool. I'm really excited about the way that he did that. So I like the way that it turned out. And I'm really grateful that everybody took time and made it happen for me. So I'm really grateful for that.
And it sounds like it helped you get through a tough time too.
Well, that's the one thing about songwriting is that, you know, it can really help to get you through those tough times and see the light on the other side of the tunnel. And the more that you sing about a particular emotion, the more that you get healing from inside, if that makes any sense. It's kind of a crazy thing, but yeah, Making Up for Lost Time, the one that we listened to, is kind of like a country, but you know, I actually have found it on rap stations. It's actually playing on rap
Really?
playlists. Yeah.
Really?
But Kiss Me Quiet is definitely, it's kind of a combination of country and a combination of soul. And D-Ray did do a nice magic spin on it, and I'm really grateful for what he did with that.
Well, why don't we give it a listen?
All right.
Never knew I was lonely till I met you. Then in an instant, my dreams could come true. Somehow I knew that you felt it too. No longer a future I could imagine without you. All I want is to hear you say, come here, just shush. Kiss me quiet, hold me tight, make the wrongs right, kisses and good night. Bale and hay all day, toss and seed till night. Slide in my truck through the mud, you make me blush. Flirting is fun, but till I wear your ring, don't slap my ass. A solid right left fast might surprise you flat on your ass. All I want is to hear you say, come here, just shush. Kiss me quiet, hold me tight, make the wrongs right, kisses and good night. Every time we have a conversation, it becomes a major altercation. We start discussing and talking, we end up cussing and squawking. Only way I'll have a peaceful night is to kiss you quiet and hold you tight. I just wanna sleep and dream tonight. All you wanna do is fuss and fight. We rely on each other, never be no other. Kisses, sleep tight, and we'll wake up alright. All I wanna do is sleep and dream tonight. So I'll kiss you quiet and hold you tight. All I want is to hear you say, come here, just shush. Kiss me quiet, hold me tight, make the wrongs right, kisses and good night. All I want is to hear you
Hi, and we are back on the ranch with Tara. Again, we are going across 7 platforms, and we are sponsored by Blast Music 24/7. And there's our little commercial that just came up. Make sure you just check out the Blast channel, like it, follow it. Really great artists on there. They also have a YouTube channel where you can also find a lot of their broadcasts to check out. And again, you can put your own music up on Blast Music 24/7. So, well, back to Tara. Tara, I could definitely see that being therapeutic.
Yeah, it was a beautiful song, and I'm really grateful that I had everybody help me out with getting that recorded so nicely. That was really nicely of them done, and I'm grateful for those friends.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah,
it sounds like at a time like that, you really needed your friends.
I had really needed my friends. Yes, yeah, and I'm really grateful that they were there for me. Right. Yeah, John Dean originally wrote the melody and the original music underneath it with me. And then I was really grateful that we had such beautiful musicians come in and do their parts, like Warren Nichols and Jenny Duam and Frizzy Man and BB Lee. All did a phenomenal job. And D-Ray in producing it was a really neat experience. I'm really grateful for everything that everybody did for that Kiss Me Quiet song.
Yeah, I've been using, my producer, Tom Joy, and we have a set group of musicians that we rotate in. It's always amazing to see, your little words that you put together, and they could just bring it to life.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
such a process. And when you find a producer, that you really can click with, I mean, that's magic.
Well, John Dean and we've been working together for 30 years, and we can almost finish each other's sentences. He'll know what I'm going to say before I open my mouth. And so sometimes when we're writing songs, it's really difficult to figure out who said what when. So, so it's just, yeah, because we'll just, we've worked together for so long. He's like my brother that I never knew that I didn't have, right? And he'll tease me mercilessly, right? So he'll be like, "Oh man, did you put your makeup on with a broom?" And stuff like that. Or when I hit the off notes every once in a while, he'll call me Miss Piggy. And so I go, "Oh, Kermie, give it a break." We had one moment, and I'll never forget this. We were actually writing a song called "Do the Wag," which was for my dogs, and it's like, "Do the wag, do the wag, do the cali wag, you raise paws in the air like you just don't care." And I brought in one of their squeaky toys, and he used the squeaky toy for percussion, but he sampled the squeaky toy, he played it rhythmically, and then he pitch corrected it to be on tune and on key for the song, right? And after he did all this, he looks at me and he goes, "So of course you washed it, right?" And I said, "Oh, hell no," right? And he winged it at me. Of course I'd washed it, but I couldn't take the I
Right,
just
right,
couldn't.
right, right. Couldn't tell me either. Oh, sorry, snap, God.
Me bad.
Yeah,
They
right,
call me
right.
they call
Yeah,
me anti naughty.
that's really good stuff.
So yeah, I do write happy songs, not all just sad songs. I've just had probably, Making Up for Lost Time. It was a really nice song to listen to because it transported me to this time and place like 2 years ago before I started losing everybody, right?
Mm.
Which brings me into the next song, which is My Best Friend. I mean, oh my gosh, I have had the hardest year of my life that I've just lived through. I lost my girl dog. My grandmother got diagnosed with cancer, stomach cancer, and then she died like 6 weeks later. Then I went through some financial hardships because my farmers had gone through the floods in 2021, and a lot of the people that I worked for lost their farms. And well, I wasn't any different. I lost my house too, right? I mean, it happens. Then my mom had a heart scare, and then the guy that I had been seeing had a heart attack and died. And then it got even better than that, right? Because then the friend that I used to go motorcycle riding with, Sandy, I got a phone call randomly up, and she's like, my friend's like, "You better get here, and you've got maybe 20 minutes, maybe a couple hours, and if you don't come right now, you're gonna miss her, and you won't be able to say goodbye." I'm like, "What?" Right? And so she had had stomach cancer too, and she was just gone, just like that. She had the exploratory surgery, got infected, and she was gone, right? And
Oh,
and so I wrote the song called My Best Friend about how I felt about all these people leaving, right? And then the chorus is kind of a twist, and it's about, you know, the fact that even though these people have left me here on Earth, their memories never die. They're always with me, right? And in some cases, they're closer than I thought they would be. And then so I did this song, and John's like, "Well, we should do this song so that nobody else, so nothing bad happens in 2024." So we put this out. We finished it in January. And then a month later, my boy dog died. And I'm like, oh my God, there's just too
I
many
know it's a lot.
losses.
I know. And I was watching your first video, and both dogs were in there, and
Yeah.
I, again, they say that the job of grieving is to find a way to carry memories with you and be okay with
That's,
that.
yeah.
And music is probably one of the best ways to do that. But now at first when you write this song, it's so close to you. It's hard to even sing. It brings back memories, but you keep working through it, and you're going to find a way to carry those memories, all of them.
Well, we had written the song in one key, and then we had to rewrite it so that I could cry and still be able to sing it, right? Because I couldn't stop crying when I was singing it. Here I am on the side of the road. Yeah, no, it was a hard year. And it was a year that I'd wish on nobody, but it's a weird thing. But I've heard a lot of people have said that last year was the hardest year that anybody's ever had. And who knows? I hope that 2024 brings us a lot of joy for everybody.
I think a lot of people held on through COVID and all of that. And as soon as we're supposed to get back to normal, a lot of things caught up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a year that they said, oh, so it's going to be so much easier. I know for me, it was a very, very challenging year.
Well, we do have two songs on the docket right now. I have an absolute fun song coming up. It's called The Seashore Blues. And I'm writing a song and producing a song with Jenny and Fear Escape. So that one should be fun too. So, yeah. Oh, we're losing Tom. He's going to come right back again, though, he says.
Okay.
So Tom is one of my friends, and he's a great follower, and I'm really grateful for all of the help that he's given me and all the support he's given me over the years. It was actually Uncle Tom that told me that I should write some country songs, and that was why I wrote Making Up for Lost Time in the first place. And then I'm like, oh, I really like this style of music. I really like this genre. It's really nice, right?
Well, it gives you a chance to really use a lot of imagery, because when you think of country music, there is outdoors,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of sentiment attached to a lot of that. A lot of people have instant reactions when they hear and see that, and you wrote Best Friends in a country format for that same reason,
My
carry.
best friend is pretty raw, and I put it out there being completely raw because losing people, it's not an easy thing to do. So I didn't feel that it really suited the song to be polished. It just had to be just raw, just naked. Those are my feelings right out there. Those are my naked feelings. Yep.
Yep. I did that with my song Daddy's Pride. I
Yeah.
finally, after my stepfather passed, wasn't too long ago, I wrote about some of the things that had happened. He had been sold my guitars, and it was the most painful thing. Like I was in 10th, 8th grade, and every time you sing that song, it comes up. It's with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's with you.
It's
You
with
don't
you.
have-
Yeah. No, I hear you, right? And when you sing the song, it brings back the memory of the good times that you had as well. And
Right, right. And that's the part of carrying the memories and feeling good about that and being okay with
yeah.
that. It takes a long time to get there. It's not going to happen in a week.
Nope. Nope. It's not going to happen in a week. It might not happen in a couple months. The important part is to
You know,
take the time to just grieve and be real about it, right?
and be real about it. And you could think you're be done grieving, and then you see something, and you're right back.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like
You know,
I saw my dogs on the Making Up for Lost Time, and I'm like, oh, I miss them
saw
so
your
much.
face, and I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah. But I was blessed with the opportunity to have them in my life, and I love them so much. And Yeah, thank you very much. Tom says that Best Friend is a great song and a great video. Thank you so much, Tom. Yeah, no, I'm really blessed that I had the opportunity to have those two dogs in my life, and they were amazing. And definitely, I'm going to get another Nova Scotia duck tolling retriever puppy, but not right away. But I will
Not right
definitely get
away.
another puppy.
Not right away.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
understand. When I lost my first Sheltie, I wasn't gonna get it for a while. And then I broke down and saw one and I had to rescue him. I had to.
Now,
So
the question is, did you rescue him or did he rescue you?
well, he was at a kill shelter. So
Well, yeah, okay. I'll give you that one.
right, right.
Yeah.
Snoring. He's snoring right beside me. He's pretty funny.
Aw,
Oh.
what a cutie. What's his name?
It's Honey.
No, that's a great name for a dog. That's so cute.
I thought so too, but you're outside, you're going, honey, honey, and you sound like the biggest nag on the face of the planet. I told you not to do that.
Oh
So
my
I'm
gosh.
looking at you, and I'm like, or you're going here, honey. Like I'm not hitting on you. It's my dog. Really. It was not a good choice.
Oh my gosh. Now that's funny. Oh my gosh.
It sounded like a good idea. Oh, he's so sweet.
Tom's
No,
laughing too, right? Yeah.
outside it's a disaster.
Yeah. You know, I named my motorcycle Bruno because I used to Bruno, right? So I could, if I was out with a group of people and somebody was asking me questions, maybe I felt a little uncomfortable. I could just say, you know what? I'm sorry, I gotta go. Bruno's waiting for me out in the parking lot, and I wouldn't have been lying.
Well, another good one, and I've done this. I had these dates, these, online fiascos. I don't even go there. We don't have enough time. But
Yeah,
I go, oh, I'm sorry. I got to go get my dog. I got to let him out. You can't say no to that.
you can't.
You can't. They're going to have to
No.
let me go. Like, and I'm getting at it. Boom.
Yep. Boom.
Parking
But
lot, and my dog needs to go out.
but Bruno, it was like, well, if they pushed a little further, I'd say, well, Bruno kind of was like, he's kind of jealous and he growls a lot and he's big and he's black. So I don't really know if you really want to meet Bruno too badly. Because I had a black Harley, right?
Right,
Um,
right.
yeah,
I want to
yeah,
meet him.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I mean, and I don't mean any harm or anything like that, but yeah, no, sometimes I'm kind of as much as I put myself out there for music and stuff like that, my private life is actually extremely private. And it's interesting because the more public that you put your life out there, the more privacy you've actually got. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of careful with what I put out there, but I'm always surprised how much support I get when I do put things out there.
People are so lovely, right? And it's amazing if you put something out there and you're truthful and you're honest and you're real to who you are, people like that. And I'm really grateful for the people that I've met online. I mean, Randy,
Mm.
you're one of them. And so is Tom, right?
And you should tell people where I didn't do this. I apologize. And you are located in.
I'm located in White Rock, British Columbia, Canada. So I'm over on the West Coast. Um, You can find me. I've got a website, www.tarakaimusic.com. I'm on Facebook at Tarakai. I'm on Instagram at Tarakai. My YouTube channel is at Tarakai Mains. My LinkedIn is at Tarakai Mains. And I'd really be super grateful if you signed up, followed me, put your email down there. I'll put you on an email list, and I hope to keep in touch with you. And yeah, I've got some cool little mugs too on at Tarakai, and you'll also find me on the platform called hivedmusic.com.
Mhm.
So I encourage everybody to sign up for hivedmusic.com and Blast, because if you sign up for Blast and you sign up for Hived, you'll get all these great notifications of all these wonderful new artists. And of course, I got Tom here too, so I got to mention countrybeatsradio.com. So make sure you sign up there too. So thank you
Mhm.
guys.
Well, why don't we listen to your next song, the last one we have lined up? Let's listen to My Best Friend.
I can't say goodbye. I'm so glad you were my friend, my best friend, my best friend. Remember when you would call, we would talk forever. I thought I'd lose you, never, my best friend, my best friend. Feeling lonely, standing only, 'cause I hope you will return again. So much sorrow, no tomorrow, when I will see you again. Now you're here with me all the time. When I'm sad, you hold my hand. You live with me here in my mind. I won't let you go. This is not the end. I pick up the phone to see how you are, hear your voice, but I'm all alone. My best friend, my best friend. Thoughts of you, feelings forever, reaching for you, turning to you, but you aren't coming home ever. My best friend, my best friend. Feeling lonely, standing only, 'cause I hope you will return again. So much sorrow, no tomorrow, when I will see you again. Now you're here with me all the time. When I'm sad, you hold my hand. You live with me here in my mind. I won't let you go. This is not the end. This is the end. I can't say goodbye. I'm so glad you were my friend, my best friend, my best friend. Remember the sound of your voice, loving you, my first choice. I thought I'd lose you, never, my best friend, my best friend. Feeling lonely, standing only, 'cause I hope you will return again. So much sorrow, no tomorrow, when I will see you again. Now you're here with me all the time. When I'm sad, you hold my hand. You live with me here in my mind. I won't let you go. This is not the end. Now you're here with me all the time. When I'm sad, you hold my hand. You live with me here in my mind. I won't let you go. This is not the end. It's a new start. It's not the end.
I don't know, girl. Heels on the beach aren't actually an easy feat to pull off.
No, they're not actually. Those are fun shoes, eh?
They were.
Yeah, those are gold high heels, and yeah, it was kind of fun how the sunset caught the heels as I was walking away. But Yeah, the things we do for music, right? Yeah, you're right. You got me there, didn't you?
Things we do for art. Let me
The
tell
things we
you.
do for art. Yeah, yeah. No, I definitely didn't walk to the beach wearing those. I put them on at the beach.
And then you gotta try not to sink in, so you're literally on your toes most of the time, I'm sure.
Yeah, 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 exactly.
Otherwise, you're sinking backwards, going, ah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I had to actually walk on my tippy toes so I didn't go sliding into the soil.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's the part of the beach where I used to take my dog Flinty, and I'd sit there and I'd remember my grandma, and I remember my other dog Callie, and I remember Glenn, and then I remember Sandy. I mean, gee whiz, I don't know. Do I need to move out of White Rock or something like that? Maybe that'll improve my luck.
Well,
But
I tried that because during COVID, I lost 11 people.
oh wow.
And it was a lot. And then I was counseling through it. It was when I came out, it was just done. And I did wind up moving. And you really have to work to get yourself in a different mindset. I probably could have done it if where I was, but I really just wanted a redo.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, I don't have any plans of moving anywhere else because I love my mom. I do plan to move somewhere soon and relocate, but I don't know where I'll land, whether it'll be close to White Rock. Definitely be close to mom to be able to go and see her because um I love my mom a lot, but I'm really scared to call her my best friend because my best friends keep going away.
Yeah, let's not do that. We'll just
Yeah,
be really
yeah,
close to your mom. That's
yeah. And I got my other really close friends that are out here too. So I've got a lot of really good best friends and brothers and sisters and really good people that I've got in my life. And so I don't want to move away from them, but I'm a little leery to call them my best friend after the last year, you know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
do. So, Tara, do you play live at all? Do you do live shows or mostly internet?
The plan had been before COVID that I was going to go off and do some live shows, and I'd had everything lined up, and everything kind of fell apart. So I will be doing some live shows. I'm halfway into getting my certification for a work visa to come down and play in the States. So I just got to finish that off and then I can come down and play in the States. I have played live up here in Canada. I've played live at the Vogue Theatre downtown and I've played live at many different bars over the course of my career. I just haven't done so lately because we've had we've had COVID and a lot of things have been closed. But you'll see me in a parade or something like that, and I'll sing "O Canada" in front of 200,000 people, or I'll sing one of my songs at one of the parades in front of 10,000, 20,000 people. So I do sing in front of people, but I tend to just kind of get an impromptu. Here's the mic, Tara, go for it, and you're like, oh, I wish I'd prepared for this.
Right, right.
But here we go, right? So yeah, I am looking forward to doing some performances and those sorts of things coming up in the next few months. Going down to the States, possibly even over to Europe. I'm really hoping that I can make a dream come true and sing Paris with my friend Jenny in Paris.
Oh, that would be awesome. Let me know when you're going. I'll meet you there.
Sounds good. You can play
Although
the
not
guitar.
this summer. You don't want to be in Paris this summer. The Olympics are going to be there. It's going to be. Actually, I've been to two Olympics, but it's going to be crazy in
I,
Paris this
I
summer.
I think I'm aiming more towards the fall so that I can finish off the agriculture season because of course, I do work in farming, right? So we got to finish the crops could have come off first, but yeah, it's my dream to go out and sing Paris with Jenny in Paris.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great dream.
Yeah.
A great dream. You working on any new music?
I am working on some fun songs because I need a break from all of this crying, right? Like, oh my gosh, it's really
Yeah,
hard on the eye makeup. So yeah, I've got a fun song. It's called Seashore Blues. We're almost finished that one. So, and then Jenny's going to join me up on that song. And I've got another song that I'm working on with Jenny as well with Pure Escape. That one's more of an electronic dance music kind of song. So I'm a bit of a genre slut. I like to surf all the different genres and try different things. I really feel like the song itself actually determines what genre it comes out as. But Seashore Blues is going to be another country section, so I'm excited about that. So with
Oh,
with banjo and some fiddling and some fun drums and stuff like that. So I'm excited about that one.
that is
But
exciting. You know, banjo done right could really add to a song. I've heard banjo go wrong, but I've
well,
heard really cool banjo.
I grew up in a pretty musical family. On my dad's side, my grandpa played banjo and guitar, and I'd wake up in the morning and he'd be like playing the banjo, you know. And it was really fun. And then on my mom's side, my mom's mom, my grandma that I lost last year, she was always a piano teacher and a piano player, right? And I guess my grandpa one day sold her piano. So my grandmother was this feisty, red-haired, green-eyed lady. So he sold her piano, so she divorced him, which I thought was
Ooh,
fair.
good move. Seriously. Someone sells you
Seriously.
instruments.
I mean,
Okay.
duh. Sure way to end a relationship with a musician, sell their musical instrument, right?
Oh, yeah. And I've seen stuff online where you have all these instruments going really, really cheap. And I'm like, oh, somebody just broke up and has no idea what this stuff is really worth. And they're just like selling their ex's equipment or something.
Yeah, we live in a sad world, don't we? But
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, I love the piano and I'm really grateful. And Tom says he loves the banjo. Yeah, I love the banjo too. I especially loved it when my grandpa would play the banjo around the campfires and we'd have like sing songs, right? We'd sing like Amazing Grace and, Country Roads. And then my grandfather, oh my gosh, he did the best version of The Animals, House of the Rising Sun.
Oh, yeah. It's a great
I
song.
loved that. I love that song so much. Yeah. Yeah.
Just the intro to that is so iconic.
Oh, it's completely iconic. Could you imagine actually writing a song that became iconic? Like, oh my gosh, that would be so cool, wouldn't it?
I know, so timeless, and it's one of those songs, it could be replayed and redone, but never like replicated, like that intro, that low
No,
voice, you know,
no,
it's
no, you could never. And that's the cool part is that it is such a beautiful song, and so many people have done such a different spin on it and redone the song. But the original still is just my favorite by the Animals. I love
yeah,
that so
yeah.
much. But
Well, Tara, we are running out of time. I can't believe this hour flew by.
it did. It
It
did.
really did. It was so great having you on the
It
show.
was so nice.
It was
Thank
so
you.
nice that we spanned the whole coast because we had East Coast, West Coast, but someone in the kind of in the middle. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that was a lot of fun. A lot
Thank
of
you,
fun.
Tom, for joining us, and thank you, everyone else, for joining us. And thank you so much, Randy, for the opportunity to be on your show. I really enjoy working with you, and I love your songs too, by the way. Olivia is just a beautiful song. I'm really, really liking that
Although she
one.
dies at the end, it's a good song.
Well, it's a really good song, and I love the "Don't Tell Mama." That's a great song. I love that one.
That's a lot
And
of fun.
the Queen of the Barstool. Oh my gosh, you always make me smile when I listen to that one. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. This is On the Ranch, where we span the globe to bring you the best in indie, Americana, and country music. Tonight it was Tara K. Mays. She's on all social medias. You can find her and her website. So make sure you do that. Check out Blast Music 24/7. And we'll see you next week back on the ranch.
Thank you very much.